The path to success is to take massive, determined action. Where focus goes, energy flows. Your business is nothing more than a reflection of you. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Success is doing what you want to do, when you want, where you want, with whom you want, as much as you want. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. The only problem we really have is we think we're not supposed to have problems. Problems call us to higher level. Face and solve them now. Identify your problems, but give your power and energy to solutions. It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. A real decision is measured by the fact that you've taken a new action. If there's no action, you haven't truly decided. For changes to be of any true value, they've got to be lasting and consistent. One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. Leaders spend 5% of their time on the problem and 95% of their time on the solution. Get over it and crush it. I challenge you to make your life a masterpiece. I challenge you to join the ranks of those people who live what they teach, who walk their talk. Success is buried on the other side of frustration. Decisions equal destiny. A decision is when you cut off any other possibility and you commit to something with everything you've got and you take action. New life comes from new choices, but you've got to make conscious choices. Is this the end right now, or is it the beginning? You see, whether it's the end or the beginning is your choice. You get to decide. Once you make up a meaning, it's true. Your destiny is determined by what you do. The answer is no, and Rosa Parks changed an entire society. Life is the dance between what you desire most and what you fear most. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. The only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. Trade your expectations for appreciation, and your world changes instantly. Stay committed to your decisions, but stay flexible in your approach. The secret to living is giving. Most people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in a decade. Your income right now is a direct reflection of your past decisions. Do what you fear, and the death of fear is certain. Leaders spend 5% of their time on the problem and 95% of their time on the solution. People who succeed at the highest level are not lucky. They're doing something differently than everyone else. Stress doesn't come from the facts. Stress comes from the meaning that we give the facts. When you come up with a new meaning, you get a new life. We can choose what to focus on. We can choose what things mean, and we can choose what to do. Those three choices, those three decisions really control our life. What makes people happy is progress. What crisis does is it melts us down. It melts us down so that we can recast our lives, so that we can remold ourselves. Where did we get addicted to our problems? If you want to make a new choice, if you want to make a decision today, if you want to have a breakthrough in some area of your life, you have to give up your story that it's not your fault. See it as it is, but don't see it worse than. It is so that you don't have a reason to try. Get to the truth and deal with it. There are unjust things that happen, but you've got to take control. The longer you wait, the longer the crisis will be. If anybody have something you want, they aren't lucky. They did something. If you model them, if you take similar steps, you can produce similar results. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Give more than you expect to receive. If you don't set a baseline standard for what you'll accept in life, you'll find it's easy to slip into behaviors and attitudes or a quality of life that's far below what you deserve. All my past failure and frustration were actually laying the foundation for the understandings that have created the new level of living I now enjoy. Your past does not equal your future. New year equals a new life. Decide today who you will become, what you will give, how you will live. The secret of success is learning how to use pain and pleasure instead of having pain and pleasure use you. If you do that, you're in control of your life. If you don't, life controls you. Your income right now is a result of your standards. It is not the industry. It is not the economy. Once you have mastered time, you will understand how true it is that most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a year and underestimate what they can achieve in a decade. Create a vision and never let the environment, other people's beliefs, or the limits of what has been done in the past shape your decisions. Getting things are not going to make you happy. It doesn't matter if it is money or opportunity. The secret to happiness is progress. If you want to know how to change your life, I'll give it to you in 3 words, boring as it sounds. Raise your standards. When we make something a must, we attach ourselves to it. It becomes part of our identity. Human beings absolutely follow through on who they believe they are. The strongest force in the whole human personality is this need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves. Very often we made decisions in our youth about what to believe, about what we are capable of, about who we are as a person, and that becomes our glass ceiling, if you will. That controls us. Take a look at any place you've got a limitation and ask yourself, when did I decide to accept that limitation? I believe that the invisible force of internal drive activated is the most important thing in the world. I'm here because I believe emotion is the force of life. If we can get the right emotion, we can get ourselves to do anything. Early in my life, one of my mentors named Jim Rohn said, "Tony, all you have to focus on in life is to add more value than anybody else does, and you don't have to worry about anything. Be the person who does more for others, and life will be anything you want." It is in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. Life is a gift, and it offers us the privilege, opportunity, and responsibility to give something back by becoming more. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible.